Good afternoon, and once again, welcome into your WBON TV Live at 5 newscast. Here with you on this Thursday edition. I am Michael Watkins. A pleasure to be with you once again, and we have another jam-packed newscast for you today. We'll have an update on sports gambling in our lead story that started taking place today. We'll also hear from Rand Paul and his fight against COVID-19 vaccines. We have an update to the post yesterday by the Richmond Police Department searching for some suspects, and weather, sports, all the things you're looking for here live at 5. In our lead story, as we told you, Governor Andy Beshear officially placed the first legal sports bet in Kentucky today at Churchill Downs as the long-awaited arrival of the day has finally come and physical sports books are now open throughout the state. After several failed attempts in the state legislature, lawmakers passed the sports betting measure earlier this year, and today, sports wagering began officially in the state of Kentucky. Those sportsbook locations in Kentucky can be found in facilities run by horse tracks like the Red Mile in Lexington, as well as the Mint Gaming Halls in Corbin and Williamsburg. Today is a great day to celebrate and have a little bit of fun doing so, said Governor Beshear. It has taken many years to get here, but sports wagering is finally a reality in Kentucky. This is a win-win for Kentuckians who can enjoy a quality entertainment experience and benefit from funds staying right here in our state to help us build a better Kentucky. You'll be able to place sports bets using betting apps on your phone starting on September 28th. Sports wagering is expected to increase the state's revenue by an estimated $23 million a year, and a portion of that money will support problem gambling assistance. Well, today, U.S. Senator Rand Paul introduced a resolution that would have protected Senate pages from the imposition of vaccination, testing, and masking requirements related to COVID-19, especially given the myriad of studies showing that for young and healthy people, the risk posed by the vaccine are greater than the risk posed by COVID-19 itself. Multiple scientist studies have shown a heightened risk of myocarditis for children and teenagers after taking an mRNA COVID-19 vaccine. Here's a snippet from Rand Paul's speech earlier today.
Because the risks of the vaccine outweigh the risks of the disease. This really encapsulates the debate here. Your health care is about you. You're not a statistic. The Democrats somehow feel you are a cog in their wheel, and you're just supposed to do what everybody does and do as you say. Proponents of the mandates will admit, if forced to admit, the vaccines don't stop transmission. The only thing they can hang their hat on is there's reduced hospitalization, but that only exists if you're in a category of increased risk. Over a certain age, over a certain weight, have some diseases, immunocompromised.
Conference, Paul also stated, in a free country, the decisions are made by an individual. Each individual will assess their risk. The argument that be made is that there's overwhelming evidence on the record that's just frankly untrue. And that came again from Rand Paul earlier today. Well, the Army released the results of the Bluegrass Army Depot feasibility study to members of Congress on August 31st. The study assessed the feasibility and potential for reuse of the Bluegrass Chemical Agent Destruction pilot plant located on the depot here in Richmond, Kentucky. The report identified 5 potential opportunities. These opportunities are establish a production capability for metal shipping containers on the Bluegrass Army Depot to help mitigate strategic risk from extreme levels of foreign supplier dependency. Also established a production capability on the Bluegrass Army Depot for chemicals critical to the defense industry. Locate production capability for the 155 millimeters artillery munitions metal components on the Bluegrass Army Depot property to add capacity and resiliency to the organic munitions industrial base. Another option would be to expand the Bluegrass Army Depot's current security guard training program and stand up a security guard training academy on the surface to serve the entire Army Organic Industrial Base and potentially other Army installations. Collaborate with the Army National Guard on a centralized Army Regional Security Monitoring Center was also another option. Those testing results were found today, and you can get more information on the Bluegrass Army Depot's Facebook page or on their website. Well, students of Powell County Schools had today off in order to let those affected by the passing of longtime coach Ken Jones, who passed away this past Saturday at the age of 79. His funeral was scheduled for this morning at 11 a.m. at Powell County High School. Officials this morning announced that all Powell County schools were to be closed today to facilitate the funeral for Jones. He served in many coaching capacities, including assistant coach of the boys' high school basketball team, head coach of the girls' high school basketball team, assistant coach of the girls' high school softball team, and head coach of the volleyball team. In the post made by the Powell County School System, they said about Coach Jones, Coach Jones served students as both teacher and coach for over 30 years and spent many hours on the court in the high school gymnasium coaching our students in sports that he loved. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family during this difficult time. This morning, Eastern Kentucky University announced the expansion of their Anthem Rural Medicine Scholarship Program at a check presentation ceremony. This is the third year the university has worked with Anthem Medicaid to recognize students pursuing careers in healthcare. Since its establishment in 2021, the Anthem Rural Medicine Scholarship has grown substantially, now totaling nearly $300,000. The expansion not only enriches EKU's health science program, but also empowers students to provide care in underserved rural communities. EKU President David McFadden said, "Having those healthcare services in our local communities is critically important. It is a foundation in part of having a great community, and it's having the ability of great health care, and that comes from having amazing students who graduate from these programs and go out and make a difference every day." The recipients of the 2023 Anthem Rural Medicine Scholarship are Jennifer Lee Vanitas, Casey Nicole Hubbard-Smith, Kayla Renee Purvis, and Julia Taylor. According to a 2022 Kentucky Hospital Association report, Kentucky hospitals reported more than 13,000 vaccines across 13 professional groups in 2021. Nursing topped the list. EKU and Anthem say that this program gives students the opportunity to pursue their education in healthcare without having to worry about it financially. It's time for our first commercial break here on the newscast. We've got lots more to come your way when we come back here on WBON TV, live at 5.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow. Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how it ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Did you know Markham and Wallace Hospital offers speech therapy for both adults and pediatrics? Why travel north when you can get the care you need right here in Irvine? Adult speech therapy focuses on the assessment and treatment of speech, language, thinking, and swallowing problems. Pediatric speech helps children communicate effectively by assisting with the improvement of their verbal and nonverbal language skills. For more info about the speech therapy department, call 606-723-8235 at Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital. How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We're back here on WBON TV Live at 5. Michael Watkins here with you on this Thursday. And we are getting closer to some cooler weather, more like those fall temperatures that we're all used to as we head into the latter part of the year. With an update on just what we can expect as we head into the football Friday and into the weekend, here's WBON TV meteorologist Todd Nelson.
Well, a little cooler out there today in the wake of that front that pushed east. Some scattered showers and thunderstorms from the Appalachians east, and we're kind of in the backwash of that. The wraparound clouds and some cooler air, a couple of isolated showers trying to develop as well. But we're going to have more of this heading into Friday tomorrow. A couple of sprinkles can't be ruled out, and then maybe a few leftover showers into the upcoming weekend as that storm kind of stalls out over the northeastern United States. Here's our evening, 79 at 6 p.m., 66 by midnight. Again, a little bit of cloud cover out there, but the thunder threat mainly east of us during the day today, and there's a couple of isolated showers possible through the evening, but overall a dry and quiet night for many of us. Now, there could be a couple of sprinkles again Friday afternoon and a few more showers into this upcoming weekend. But look at this, heading into mid-month, 13th to the 17th, NOAA's Climate Prediction Center suggesting cooler than average weather across much of the Ohio Valley, including the Commonwealth and the greater Richmond areas. So feeling maybe a little bit like fall during that time period. Friday morning, we'll wake up to temps. It'll be into the lower 60s. Not too bad. Northerly winds turning a little bit northwesterly later in the day, up to 5 or 10 miles per hour. And then seeing temperatures starting off into the lower 60s tomorrow morning. Some patchy fog in those prone locations. Sunshine mixed with clouds. Couple of sprinkles into the afternoon for the daytime high. That'll be into the mid-70s and maybe some upper 70s to near 80 in a few communities. But Friday, other than a couple of sprinkles, not a bad day. Saturday, again, looking at maybe some isolated showers and thunderstorms off to the east, and that'll be the case again on Sunday. 77 both Saturday into Sunday, up to 80 on Monday, and then looking at some showers and possibly thunderstorms next week, but much cooler by Thursday.
Thanks, Todd. And folks, don't forget, if you're looking for weather all the time, you can find it on our website, online all the time at WBONTV.com. You can also check out our WBON TV Facebook page for daily updates on your local weather forecast as well. Well, August 31st was International Overdose Awareness Day, and if you were driving through downtown Richmond around 6 a.m., you probably noticed a large crowd walking down the sidewalk. That's because a local nonprofit was walking to raise awareness for an issue which affects thousands of Kentucky families every year. With more on this story, we turn it over to WBON TV's Gage Hill.
Substance abuse is an issue that many central Kentucky families are unfortunately familiar with. In a 2022 overdose fatality report, the Kentucky Office of Drug Control Policy reported 2,135 overdose deaths throughout the state. Of those deaths, 64 of those were recorded in Madison County. Madison County also ranked 4th in Kentucky counties with the highest number of drug overdose deaths, including fentanyl. These numbers serve as a harrowing reminder of the epidemic which affects so many families, including the family of Spark Ministries director, Laura Helvey.
I lost my son to a fentanyl overdose in 2019. A week from now will be 4 years. And I said, we have to do something. We need to do something. And so I branched out and started the Spark Ministries here in Richmond.
Spark Ministries originally began in Powell County and now has branched into several Kentucky counties, including Perry, Clark, and Madison. Spark Ministries is a nonprofit organization which provides advocacy and resources to individuals struggling with addiction.
We do outreach, provide like a resource center, especially here in Richmond. We have the health department come in and do harm reduction services, distribute Narcan. We do testing for HIV and Hep C there through the Kentucky Injury Reduction Program.
Recently, Spark of Madison County hosted an overdose awareness walk. Taking place on International Overdose Awareness Day, Helvey tells WBON the idea behind the Sunrise Walk was to draw attention to an important issue.
We had a lot of people show up just to kind of raise awareness to, something that is a big issue here. So if people see a walk, it's going to draw some attention. And we wanted to kind of, honor those that have passed from this and bring some awareness, try to break some of the stigma associated with addiction.
If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, you can reach out to Spark Ministries of Madison County through their Facebook page or through their website. Reporting for WBON Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage, for that story, and we look forward to working with Spark Ministries further down the road to help them get out more information. With an update to a story from yesterday here on the newscast, Richmond police now say they have identified one of the two females being sought for questioning in current investigations. The female in red has been identified. The department, however, is still hoping for assistance on identifying the other female shown here in the blue sweatshirt. If you have any information that could assist, you are asked to contact Officer Coleman by calling dispatch at 859-624-4776. We'll step aside for our second commercial break here on the newscast. Dawson Rule will drop by with sports when we come back here on WBON TV Live at 5.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
Since opening in 1972, Citizens Guarantee Bank has been there to help our customers enhance their lives and achieve their dreams. With 7 locations across Central and Eastern Kentucky today, we are celebrating 50 years of being there for the communities we call home. Citizens Guarantee Bank is now CG Bank. New name, same commitment to being there for our neighbors. CG Bank, we've been there for that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Back here on WBON TV Live at 5, and there are tons of local sports updates, including 3 EKU announcements and a big soccer tournament starting tonight here in Richmond. We will flip it over to WBON TV sports anchor Dawson Rule for all the latest coverage.
I'm going to start this sportscast off with some EKU updates. First off, be sure to head over to Apollo Pizza at 6:30 tonight for the weekly EKU Football Night at Apollo Pizza event, where students and fans can come enjoy some great pizza and listen to EKU players and coaches discuss the upcoming game. Now, I'll also add in some EKU basketball news, which has a cool event coming up. Later this month on the 27th, a late night with the Colonels event will be happening at Richmond's own Dillingham Park. In a partnership between EKU and the City of Richmond, Late Night with the Colonels will be held Wednesday, September 27th from 6 to 9 p.m. The event will include a DJ, Kona Ice, free t-shirts, and foods and beverages from a variety of food trucks. Now, one more Colonel's note. Beach volleyball head coach Jeff Patton was extended in his position till the 2026 year. Last season, the beach volleyball team won a record 15 matches throughout the season. Congrats to Coach Patton, and keep making the beach volleyball team even better. Sports betting is now legal in the state of Kentucky. 9 different places around the state are currently taking bets in person. Those locations are Churchill Downs, Derby City Gaming, Ellis Park, the Mint Gaming Hall Cumberland and Cumberland Run, Newport Gaming and Racing, Oak Grove Racing and Gaming and Hotel, the Red Mile in Lexington, and Turfway Park Racing and Gaming. Go make some bets. Don't forget the Madison Central High School Boys Soccer Tribe Shootout begins tonight at 8 o'clock against Somerset, while also going on tomorrow night against Bryan Station. Go support this local soccer team during their big Madison County tournament. That's the Thursday sports recap for y'all. Thank you for tuning in and making this another segment of the best sports coverage in Madison County.
Thanks, Dawson. And folks, don't forget, coming up tonight, we got the Walt Wells show at Thursday at Apollo's. Dawson was talking about there, so be sure to tune into that later on this evening. Step aside for our final commercial break, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on WBON TV Live at 5.
WBON TV 9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON TV 9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON TV 9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBONTV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 newscast. It's streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBONTV.com. And of course on Richmond's first TV channel, available on Spectrum Channel 712, Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Channel 9.1 over the air. WBON TV, where every local story starts here.
It's apple sipping season at A&W, the perfect time to enjoy one of our new apple pie shakes. Each sip feels like fall in a mug. A delicious combination of apples, spices, and vanilla soft serve. Come on in and get to sipping, only at A&W. Feeling saucy? Come down to A&W and dip a juicy 5-piece hand-breaded chicken tender combo into our new spicy 3-pepper fire sauce or our new savory A&W sauce. Dip into A&W and try them today.
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
If it won't go down.
Call Mr. Rooter, the best in town.
What do I do now?
Call Mr. Rooter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Rooter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home cleaned for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Rooter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Rooter.
Bye-bye, Poopy.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back into WBON TV Live at 5. Michael Watkins here with you on this Thursday afternoon. And the Kentucky State Police Electronic Crime Branch arrested James H. Demeray, 65, of Wilmore on charges related to child sexual abuse material. Mr. Demeray was arrested as the result of an undercover Internet Crimes Against Children investigation. The KSP Electronic Crime Branch began the investigation after discovering the suspect sharing images of child sexual exploitation online. The investigation resulted in a search warrant at a residence in Wilmore on September 7th of this year. Equipment used to facilitate the crime was seized and taken to KSP's forensic laboratory for examination, and the investigation is ongoing. Mr. Demeray is currently charged with 3 counts of distribution of matter portraying a minor in a sexual performance under 12 years old. These charges are Class C felonies punishable by 5 to 10 years in prison. He was lodged in the Jessamine County Detention Center. Well, tour buses are bringing big tourism bucks to Berea. That, according to a press release from Berea City government this week, the city has been actively recruiting motor coach tour companies to visit the historic sites and unique attractions Berea offers. Berea Tourism Motor Coach Specialist Ethan Sema said welcoming more tour buses to town has been one of his goals since joining the city last year. This October, Berea will serve as a travel hub for a group of visitors exploring the Bluegrass region. Grassroots Motorsports Magazine is sponsoring 2 waves of tour groups, 30 couples each, 60 travelers total, who are paying $4,000 a person for an itinerary that includes an extended stay and meals in Berea. That'll wrap it up for us today, folks, on this Thursday edition. I'll be right back in this seat with you tomorrow to wrap up the week here on WBON TV Live at 5.